So number 8 is the copy tool. So basically I'm going to be using the same 10 by 10 by 10 cube from the previous exercise and duplicate this 7 times. So just going to move this over 10 millimeters and make a copy of that. And then move these guys 10 millimeters this way and make a copy of them. And then make a copy of all 4 of them and move them up 10 millimeters. So now I have 8 cubes, and then now I'll just combine them all. So we have a 20 or a cube that's 20 millimeters on all sides. So number 9 is using surfaces. We have 4 different shapes here, and they all have been extruded 20 millimeters high. So to create these surfaces, I'm going to be using these edges on these shapes using the Loft tool. So now that we have the 4 surfaces that are connected to these shapes, we can hide them, and we can just focus on the surfaces on the top and bottom. Step is just knitting all the 6 sides to create a solid cube. Okay, so now you have a cube that's 20 millimeters on all sides. So number 10, I'll be using the surface cut tool. So here we have a cube that's 20 millimeters on all sides, but it has an irregular shape that's been added to it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this sketch, this line, to extrude to create a surface to cut this side of the cube away. So I'm just going to extrude this line to create a surface. And then now I'm just going to use it as a tool to cut. Change the direction of the arrow to remove this side of the surface. So now we have a perfect cube. On number 11, I'll be using the same shape from the previous exercise, but this time I'm going to be using a solid shape instead of a surface to cut away this irregular shape that's been added to this cube. So I already sketched out the shape that'll be cutting away this part. So I'm just going to extrude it. And now just subtract. Okay, so now we have a perfect cube. For number 12, I'm going to be using the offset face tool. Here we have a 20 millimeter cube with one side of the face deleted. So with the offset face, I'm going to select the opposite surface by 20 millimeters to close off the cube. Now I'm just going to have to knit it to create a solid. For number 13, I'm going to be using the shell tool on this half of a cube and use it to cut this hexagon shape. This half cube is 20 millimeters in width, 40 millimeters wide, and 40 millimeters in height. So first I'm going to shell this and have a wall thickness of 10 millimeters. Okay, so now that we've shelled it, what you're seeing here is a negative shape of half of a 20 millimeter cube. So to get the other half, I'm going to mirror it using this plane. Merge the two bodies together. So now you could see inside we have a 20 millimeter cube. So now I'm just going to move this large cube over here to this hexagon and use it as a cutter. And then subtract. So I've selected the hexagon shape inside. There. So now we have a perfect 20 millimeter cube. For number 14, I'm going to be using the Intersect tool, or in Solidworks it's called Common. So right now we have a green object and a red object. When I do the wireframe, you can see that when they overlap, they create a cube shape. So right now they're 10 millimeters apart. So I'm going to have to move the green object 10 millimeters plus another 20. So they're overlapping by 20 millimeters. And now we can select the comment in Combine tool, select the green and the red, and now we have a perfect 20 millimeter cube. For number 15, the last one, I'll be using the split tool to create the 20 millimeter cube. So right now you have a 20 millimeters on its depth, 20 millimeters on its height, but 40 millimeters on its width. So I created a sketch and I'm going to extrude this sketch into a surface. Making sure that it goes through the entire solid. And then unlike the surface cut on number 10, instead of using this surface to cut away this side of the solid, I'm just going to split into two 20 millimeter cubes. So this is our splitting tool. This is the object that we're going to be splitting. Okay, so now if I hide this surface, now we have two 20 millimeter cubes. Thank you for watching this video. If you'd like to see more, please subscribe to my channel, and also follow me on Instagram at Big Little Design. Thank you.